To create the background for our snow globe, we're going to use a wet-on-wet watercolor technique. So the first thing we're going to do is get our coffee filter wet. You can do this with a wet paintbrush, or you can use a spray bottle to quickly mist your coffee filter. Next, we're going to take our watercolor and then drop or spread the color. You'll notice that the more color you put on, the more it spreads and will blend into each other. After you're done painting your background, go ahead and set this aside to let it dry. The next thing we're going to be working on is our snowman. For our snowman, we're going to need white paper and drawing supplies. I started by drawing 3 circles for my snowman. I drew one small, one medium size, and one bigger circle. They don't have to be perfect, and I like to make mine not touching each other, so that way I can cut them out and paste them together however I want. To make our snowmen look like they are 3D, we're going to add a little bit of a shadow around the edge. To do that, you don't need to color very hard. You want to apply just a little bit of pressure to get a light shadow around the edge. I do this around each circle so that way it looks like it has a shadow around each of my layers of snowman. Now you can have some fun decorating your snowman with eyes, a nose, and a mouth. You can even add a scarf, a hat, or whatever winter wear you want to your snowman. To make a scarf for my snowman, I drew a wide rectangle and then 2 tall rectangles right underneath that first rectangle I drew. Next, go ahead and cut out those circles that you made for your snowman, and then you can start assembling. I found that just a tiny dot of glue for each circle worked really well, and then make sure to hold it for 10 seconds so that way you can be sure that it's going to stick. If you have some brown paper on hand, you can cut little strips out to make branch arms for your snowman. If you don't have brown paper, you can also use crayons, markers, or colored pencils to color a little bit of it brown and then cut that out for your arms. Now we can make this stand that our snow globe rests on. You can make this any shape you want. I think the easiest would be a rectangle. If you want to challenge yourself and make it look 3D, kind of like your snowman does, you can round off the bottom edge of your rectangle so that it curves towards you to make it look like it's coming out. Go ahead and cut out your stand, and we're almost ready to put this all together. If you want to, you can think of a fun name for your snow globe. I decided to name mine Winter Wonderland because I thought that was very fitting for what we're doing today. But you can think of any creative name for yours. We have all the different parts of our snow globe done, so now we just need to put it together. I started by gluing the stand onto my coffee filter first, and then finding a good place to place my snowman. Make sure to wipe away the extra glue that you may have around. I noticed that since the coffee filter is so thin, the glue did go through a little bit. So you may want to flip it over and just make sure to get that extra glue off. And if you wanted to, you could also glue your whole snow globe on another piece of paper. One more finishing touch is to use some chalk to add some snow. If you have sidewalk chalk, this would work pretty well. Or if you don't have chalk at all, you can also use a white crayon or a colored pencil. Another fun idea would be to take some cotton balls and add some glue and glue those on for a texture snow. It's totally up to you how you want to complete your snow globe. I also chose to add some snowflakes around the top of my snow globe. Have fun and be creative with this. I can't wait to see what you make.